Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I would like to talk about and show you my Thousand Sons collection. I have to say that at the moment of making this video I'm not proud at all of my Thousand Sons collection, and of course I would like to change that. And actually the main point of this video is to show what I have, so in the future I will be able to make the exact same video and then I will show to you my army, and then we will all agree that at that point it will look much better than it looks right now. Among all of my miniatures, I'm only happy with two of them, the two characters, but with the rest they are either not painted at all or they are badly painted, so you will be able to see that, and I will talk much more about that when I show the miniatures. First, I will show all my miniatures, and after that I will talk about why I decided to start collecting Thousand Sons and my plans for this army in the future. This is my Thousand Sons collection, and as you can see it's quite a small one because basically all the miniatures that I have fit here in the camera, but of course to make things easier let's take a look at them individually. I started my Thousand Sons collection with this combat patrol, so that's why here I have these Terminators. And if you check them from this side to this side, you can see how they were painted in the beginning and me trying to repaint them and look for different tones and colors. This is how they used to look, and as you can see it's quite a simple color scheme. It's just Thousand Sons blue, Retributor armor and just some colors for the details. Very simple, but I know that I can do much better than this right now. And even previously, because at some point I decided to try things a little bit different and I removed the paint from these three that they were painting exactly like this one, and I started to experimenting with some darker blue tones and different colors for the gold areas. So that's why these ones look different, but still this is not what I'm going to do with them. I kinda have in mind right now the color scheme that I want, but here I was experimenting with different things. Here you can see that I already tried to do different things, and for example this one is the one that I try to push further, and that's why you can see that I even try to use different shades of blue, tried some highlights, and when I look at them from the back, yes, I can see that this one is looking nicer than this one. And at least from my point of view, but still this is not complete and this is not what I want to do with them. For sure I really like this type of blade from them, and I cannot wait to paint these ones to make them justice. Here we have the first unit of Sangors, and we can check this one as a reference. I try to put a little bit more of effort into them because they have like some details and they have like feathers and such, so there were things to make different, but still I know that I'm capable of much better than this. Here we have one that I started to remove the paint already. It's quite simple because when I got these miniatures I didn't even prime them, so of course that's something that I should have done, but in this case as I want to repaint them maybe it's not that bad. And here we have one that I already removed all the paint and primed, so I know that I can do much better. This is the second unit of Sangors and I try to do something different, so all of these ones are carrying Sangor blades. And as you can see I try to do different things with them and different color schemes to make them look a little bit different, but still I know that I can do better. The good thing about these ones is that I didn't painted them, I just primed them, so it's going to be much easier. And I know that some people hate the actual combat patrol because it contains like a lot of Sangors, but I thought that if at some point I was going to get Sangors it was going to be at a discounted price, so that's why they didn't bother me that much. Finally, from the combat patrol, here we have the character, here we have the Infernal Master, and this is a super cool looking miniature, and I have to say that I'm not unhappy with this one. I still think that I can do better, but it looks good enough, and I'm not going to repaint this one because it looks nice. I like how it looks. so I will leave it as it is. And I will try to improve the rest of the army, but I'm happy with the characters. So I like how it looks, and if you have some feedback for it, I will be very happy, but probably my Thousand Sons will look something similar to this. After the combat patrol, I got a box of rubric marines, and you can see them here divided into two, because these ones have basically this weapon, and this one has the flamer, because I thought that at some point I will probably have a big unit of 10 with flamers, so I have 5 of them here already, and here I have like a normal unit of 5. At the beginning I did the same that I did with the Terminators that I showed previously, so as you can see it's just a quite simple color scheme, and when I decided that I wanted to repaint them, I decided to use the rubric marines to experiment. That's why here you can see so many different things basically. Here you can see a lot of experiments. As I was not happy with the initial color scheme, I tried to do different things, and I thought, I had different ideas, and to visualize those ideas I decided just to start painting and see how it looks. I tried silver with blue, that I didn't like too much. I tried black with silver and gold, that I didn't like because of course I already have a Black Templar army. I didn't want it to paint black. Then I also tried red as well. It's a quite common color scheme, but I was not super happy with it, so I decided to not do it. I was kinda happy with this one. I kinda like this combination of colors, but in the end I decided that I was not to do it like this. Here I also tried white with blue, like a lot of white with light blue, but I was not happy with that, and here I tried this color that I liked earlier with some red, gold and blue, but still it was not what I wanted. Right now I know exactly which kind of color scheme that I want, that's why I'm making this video finally, so soon you will see me painting or repainting miniatures like this into the colors that I want to have for my army. And to finish the showcase of the miniatures, here we have Ahriman, and with this one I'm happy. It's not that I'm okay with it, I'm happy with how it looks, because this is probably the miniature from the Thousand Sons that I like the most. So of course back in the day I put a lot of love into it, and I'm quite happy with how it looks. The only things that I did is that I changed the color of the magic things. I went from some greens to this violetish, and I'm happy with that. And I just need to polish some details, but aside from that I'm happy with how it looks, and I don't want to repaint this one because I'm happy with it. So I hope that you like this one. But yes, Ahriman it's super cool looking miniature, and I'm happy with how it looks here. So I love this miniature. So that's my Thousand Sons collection until now, and at least I hope that you liked Ahriman and the Infernal Master. For the rest of the miniatures we will try to make them look much nicer in the future. And of course now the question is, why did I decide to start collecting Thousand Sons? Obviously, one of the main reasons is that I like how they look, because of course if we decide to collect an army, we need to like how that army looks. So of course I like how Thousand Sons looks on the battlefield, and they have probably one of my most favorite miniatures in the whole Warhammer 40k range, that is Ahriman. I like how it looks. Since the moment that I saw this miniature I knew that I wanted to collect them at some point, and I also like the concept of the rubric marines and how they look. So of course I have this visual help that made me fall in love with this army. And another reason is that, as you probably know, my main army is the Black Templars. They are the ones that I love the most. So when I started collecting Black Templars and playing with them, at some point I felt like trying something slightly different. So I cannot think about something that it's more the opposite of the Black Templars than the Thousand Sons, not only in terms of lore but also in terms of gameplay. When you think about it, Black Templars is a loyalist Space Marine chapter. They are focused into close combat and big infantry units, and you cannot have psychers with them. You cannot have psychers, they don't like psychers. Then the Thousand Sons, they are more focused into characters, not so much big infantry. No, they are more focused into characters, and they are more focused into range combat, and most of their gameplay is focused into psychic powers. And of course they are followers of Singe, so they are Chaos Space Marines, and that's why I was like, okay, I want to try something new. I will try the absolutely complete opposite of what I'm collecting and playing right now. So basically that's it. I wanted to collect them because I like how they look. They are very focused into psychic powers and range combat, and I wanted to try something different, and I'm happy with the choice that I made. I think that I bought them out of impulse, and maybe I should have waited much more, but I do not regret getting them, and that's why I want to make them justice and finish the ones that I have right now. Now it's time to talk about my plans with this army. I mean, my main goal right now is to finish what I have. I want to finish my Rubric Marines, the Terminators, and I will try to finish the Sangors, even if I never liked them. I decided to get the Combat Patrol because if I had to get some Sangors, it was going to be because they were discounted. Because if not, I would have never think about getting them. Because of course, when I think about Thousand Sons, I think about Rubric Marines and Scarab Cult Terminators, because that's the good looking stuff, and they are like the really useful and good in game. So I never thought about those Sangors. So I will try to finish them, not maybe perfectly, but as good as possible. So for sure soon you will see me painting, or let's say repainting, some of the things that I showed earlier. Aside of finishing what I already have, I don't have plans right now of getting more Thousand Sons, at least for now. I mean, for sure I would like to finish this army at some point, but I don't have it as a priority at the moment, because I kinda think that I should wait a little bit more until the Codex arrives. Or if not, I think that at least I should wait until the end of the year, not right now. I have other things in mind, but for sure it's that I would like to finish what I have. If I had to finish the army that I have right now, of course I will need the Exalted Sorcerers, more Rubric Marines, more Terminators, and probably Magnus. But right now I'm not thinking about getting any of those. I'm just focused into finishing what I have, maybe try to wait until the Codex arrives, and if not, try to wait as much as possible, so we will see how it goes. Basically, this is everything that I wanted to say until now, so I hope that you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you will enjoy the process of making this army look great. And as usual, if you're still here, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.